In this video, we're going to go over Unit 3, Lesson 4, Shapes and Parameters. So in Canvas, you're going to start at the first page right underneath the text header, and you're going to click on the Overview. Here, the learning goals is learning how to use drawing commands with multiple parameters. So you're going to learn about what a parameter is with different shapes and how you use those parameters. So the task is you got to read and complete all the content materials and activities, and then complete and turn in the lesson assignment. Click next to go to the next page, and here is a lesson page where it takes you into understanding more about different parameters that are set forth within the fill and the ellipse and the rectangle, and so you're going to be taking that practice. So you need to read through this page. That's your lesson page. And then again, another lesson page that goes a little bit deeper into rectangles and ellipses. You need to read through that. And then here's your assignment for Lesson 4. So you're going to click on Shapes and Parameters, and you're going to make a copy. And when you make that copy, here is the same exact handout that you used for Lesson 3. So you already know how to fill this out. And again, read through here, read the purpose, and read through the directions again. All the directions are here, and then there's a direct link to Lesson 4. And as you look through the assignment worksheet, you can see every level is indicated on this, all the points that those are worth, where you're going to paste in your link, your share link. So you got skill building, practice, right? So there's the practice, choose one. Your assessment is on level 7, and your challenges is on level 8. So this is the same setup that we've used in Lesson 3, and it's the same setup that you're going to see for all of the lessons in this unit. So we're going back to code.org, and on this time I am on, if I click that down arrow, I can go to Shapes and Parameters, and it takes you right to level 1, which is the skill building. And if we look back on our assignment sheet here, it says, yep, rectangle size level 1. So on this one, again, I like to show the grid and run it, and you can see what's the issue here. It needs to have the red rectangle be longer, so you need to make adjustments here. You need to read through the directions and make adjustments so that you click run it, reset it after you make adjustments, and once you have it so that it's looking like the one in the upper right, then you would click share and of course copy that and paste it in, and then make sure you hit enter. Okay, then after you're done with that one, you would go to level 2, and on level 2 always run the code, and you can see that it needs to look like this upper with the orange ellipse with the green ellipse inside of it. Okay, so you're going to put the code in here. You've got your fill, your rectangle, ellipse. You're going to drag those in, and once you have it that it looks just like the one on the upper right, then you're going to click share and copy and paste that in to your assignment and hit enter to make it blue. Then you know you need to do level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So pretty much every level you're pasting stuff in. You're completing every level, and then you're going to paste in that share link. So on this one, again, read it. Sometimes you want to fill the entire screen with a color. So let's run it first. Okay. This is, and I'm going to show my grid because that helps me place things. But it says run the code, change the background from yellow to orange. And then it says there is a purple square that is covered up by the background. How can you need to change the order so you can see both the purple and blue squares. So when this is done, you're going to have a orange background, and you're going to see there actually is here a second rectangle. If you look at the code here, you can see there's one rectangle that's purple and it's hidden. So you have to change the order to get that purple rectangle that's up here to show. So once you see that, once you have your orange background and then you have your blue square is already there, you just need to show that hidden one. So this hidden purple one here needs to be in a different order. Okay, because remember your code is reading from the top down. So it says create the purple rectangle, then put the background. That's why it's hidden. That's your hint. So there's some tips right here too that you can go back and watch. And then there's some information here about drawing shapes. So once you have that done again, you'd click the share button, copy it, go back and paste it in. And then you would go to the skill building, the number 4. They show you a picture, what they want you to have this look like, but let's run it. And right now it's missing the black background. Okay, so you're going to add that black background using the background code. When you're done with that, again, click the share link right here, that share button, copy that, and then go paste it on your assignment. And then you will go to number 5. And number 5, there's 4 parameters here. So there's 4 parameters that you're looking for with the rectangles and ellipses. The 4 parameters are X, Y, W for width, and H for height. And you can actually mouse over these and you can see where, oh, I want to see what examples of that looks like. Okay. And now you have the comment button that showed up, and this is just making comments. So all that is like you use it in your code to say, well, this is where we're drawing the sky. So it's not really code. It's a message to you that says this is what this code does. And then it breaks your code into chunks. So this code here draws your sun. This code here draws your grass. Comments are very helpful to use in your code. Instead of just putting all your code together, comments help you separate out what each chunk or section of code completes, what that code does. So again, I would show my grid, I would run it, and I want it to look, if I get rid of the grid, I can see what I need to do here with that grass. Once you've done that, click that share button, get the link, and paste it on to your assignment page. Then you would go to number 6. Number 6, you get a choice here. So 6 says choose one for your practice. All right, so you can choose either A, B, or C. So if we're doing C, then I would just, depends on what you want to do. And it says the scene below seems to be incomplete. Be creative and finish the drawing however you want. Okay, so you could do that one. And if you don't want to do that one, click 6 again up the top right there. And it's like, okay, this one is the code below should make a pretty picture, but right now you only there's only one ellipsis showing up. So when I run it, oh, well, it should look like this picture to the upper right. That means, and you have all these ellipses, so what's wrong? So you would debug it and reorder everything so that you see every ellipse and it looks like the picture at the right. So that's a cool one. Or you could do the other one, which is the missing shapes. So when I run it, oh, nothing's showing. So that means something is hiding it. So you would want to, again, reorder everything to debug it, to figure out what's wrong. All the code is there. You just need to figure out what's wrong to get this picture to show. So you'd reorder that. Once you're done, again, you would click share and you would go paste that under that level 6 right there. Okay. Then you would go to 7, which is the assessment piece, and run it, and you can see there's something wrong. This ellipse is going the wrong way. So again, it's nice to have comments because the comments can tell me what all these different pieces of code that are together, what they do. So I instantly know that my problem is the cloud. So I need to do something here, this code here under draw cloud, to make it look like this image there. When you're done with that, click share, get the code, and paste it on your assignment page. Then on this one, you get to choose, let me see, it says choose 2 of the activities. So it's your choice. And if you want to do the shape, whatever you want to do here, but you need to do 2. All right, so whatever you choose. And it says now you have some new blocks. So look at all these different blocks that you're given that you can create. And it says use the blocks below to draw a different scene. So right now that's all that's there, but maybe you want to try to draw the pizza or the mouse or whatever scene you want to draw. Okay, make something with shapes. And there's all these different shapes here. So this is more of a free type of explore, creativity. Or I can do how to draw lines, or I can do D, or I can do A, or I can do B. So choose 2, okay? And then when you're done, you would, if I choose B, when I'm done with that one, then I would click the share button and obviously, copy that. And of course, I am not completing these assignments because that's your job to complete them. But of course, then you would paste this one. You're going to have 2 links that you're going to paste, okay? Because you're doing 2 activities. All right. So at this point, you've completed your assignment. You have links from your completed activities that you did in lesson 4, shapes and parameters, and then you will submit this assignment into Canvas. So here we are in Canvas. You would just click the Start Assignment, and then you can either choose text entry or file upload if you're going to download that as a Microsoft Word document or a PDF. And then there is one other button here that should be the web URL that should be there. And then you would submit that. So I covered that in an earlier video on how to submit assignments in Canvas.